when a narcissist realizes they've just wasted their entire life. You may often find yourself wondering why narcissists do what they do, or what is the purpose of it. Why are they so driven and motivated to engage in these toxic behaviors? The truth is that a lot of times, it's simply because they have nothing better to do. They engage in these behaviors because their entire sense of self revolves around control, validation, and avoiding their own deep-seated insecurities. They struggle with boredom, emptiness, and a lack of true fulfillment. So they create chaos, manipulate, and seek attention as a way to fill that void. They are stuck in a cycle of seeking external validation to maintain their fragile self-image. If they aren't receiving admiration or controlling people, they feel irrelevant. So they stir up drama simply because it gives them a sense of purpose. It provides meaning to their lives. From our perspective, it may seem like they have nothing better to do, but for them, their entire existence revolves around feeding their ego, no matter how destructive it is to themselves or other people. They live in a false reality where their entire existence revolves around deception, manipulation, and exploiting people for personal gain. They lack genuine passion, purpose, or self-improvement. Because they don't see the value in anything that doesn't directly feed their ego. Rather than building a meaningful life, they take shortcuts, scamming, sabotaging, and deceiving to maintain a false sense of superiority. They may put on a show of success or charm, but beneath it all, they are empty, insecure, and dependent on other people to prop up their fragile self-image. In many ways, narcissists are wasting their lives. Instead of pursuing real growth, meaningful relationships, or personal fulfillment, they are stuck in a cycle of manipulation, deception, and chasing external validation. Their actions may give them temporary satisfaction, but deep down they are never truly content. They spend their time trying to control other people and maintain a false self-image, rather than doing anything productive or fulfilling. They don't experience genuine happiness, love, or purpose, only fleeting moments of superiority that quickly fade, leaving them feeling empty and needing more supply. Meanwhile, the people they manipulate move on, heal, and build better lives, while the narcissists remain stuck in their own self-created misery. So yes, they are essentially wasting every minute of their lives on a lie that will never bring them true fulfillment. Some narcissists may look back and realize they've just wasted their entire lives, but most won't. At least not in the way a normal person would. Narcissists are masters at self-deception. Their entire identity is built around avoiding responsibility or deep self-reflection. If they were to acknowledge that they've wasted their entire lives, they would have to face unbearable shame. And most narcissists simply aren't capable of doing that. However, as they get older and their looks, charm, and influence fade, some do experience a sense of emptiness or regret. They might recognize that they've burned bridges, lost valuable relationships, and have nothing meaningful to show for their lives. But instead of taking accountability, they often blame other people, sink deeper into bitterness, or double down on their toxic behaviors. True self-awareness and change require humility, and narcissists lack that. Even if they have moments of realization, They usually twist the narrative to protect their ego. They will tell themselves that other people failed them, that they were misunderstood, or that they're still superior in some way. So while they may have fleeting glimpses of the truth, most will never fully admit to themselves that they've wasted their lives. Instead, they will look at people who are genuinely living their lives, people who are pursuing passions, creating, learning, and forming meaningful connections, and they will mock it as if it's a waste of time. Meanwhile, they spend their own lives obsessing over control, deception, and empty validation, yet somehow they believe they are superior. The irony is mind-blowing, but this is because narcissists only value things that bring them immediate gratification, power, or external validation. They don't understand personal growth, creativity, or genuine joy, because they don't experience it themselves. When they see someone deeply engaged in a passion or working towards self-improvement, they interpret it through their own twisted mindset, assuming that person must be weak, naive, or wasting time because they aren't playing the same manipulative games the narcissist plays. It's pure projection. The narcissist is the only one truly wasting their life, but they can't face that reality. So they flip the script and try to make us feel foolish for actually living. It's their way of justifying their own emptiness. They mock what they can't understand, because deep down they envy the fulfillment that we have, but they will never experience it themselves. It's all part of their distorted worldview. They see deep connection, self-improvement, and authentic living as pointless, because they don't have the capacity to experience those things themselves. In reality, those are the things that make life meaningful. Building character, forming real relationships, and pursuing passions lead to a life well lived, full of growth, fulfillment, and purpose. Narcissists, on the other hand, are stuck in an illusion. Their entire existence is based on deception, both towards other people and themselves. They aren't forming real bonds. They aren't growing as people. And they aren't truly experiencing life. They're just performing, manipulating, and feeding an empty false self that constantly needs validation but is never satisfied. While they may look down on us for wasting time on things like personal development or creativity. But the truth is that they are the ones trapped in a meaningless cycle. Their lives lack depth, authenticity, and true joy. And the saddest part, they'll never really know what they're missing. True winners invest in themselves, form real connections, and grow over time. Narcissists do the opposite. They tear people down, avoid real self-reflection, and live off illusions. In the end, they are trapped in their own miserable cycle, always needing new supply, because they have nothing real to sustain them. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button to receive the notifications. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how small. You can donate at paypal.me/Narc Survivor. You can book a one-on-one with me on my website. It's narcsurvivor.co.uk. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.